continue on from here. It is called Can You Say?
Can you say that? Very simple. Ask a couple questions. Can you say that? You tell me yes or no. Explain the answer. We'll make it fun. Make it quick. Get in and out. You want to start with the Pistons, Tigers, or Lions?
You tell me, baby. You're running the show.
Well, we've been going with the Lions, so let's do that. How about, can you say you truly believed in the draft? 2025, Ryan Ermanni.
Yes, I can say that I truly believed in the draft. I think that Brad Holmes got really good football players to make this team good for an extended period of time. They got good football players that are going to help this team for a long time, many, many years.
Tom Aswell, you had a couple questions and concerns about the draft. Can you say you believe in it?
Well, I was waiting for them to get that edge rusher. We all want that edge rusher. And they got one in the 6th round. And we'll see how good he turns out from Boise State, Hussein. But I love what they did. They protected their team. They got an interior pass rusher in Tyleik Williams. And then they came back. They got the O-lineman from Georgia. They got linebacker help. They got cornerback help. And they got wide receiver help. Yeah, a lot of people say they reached. They reached for Tesla. But we don't know that yet. I believe that Brad Holmes thinks he found himself his new Puka Nacua. And he looked at his Rams back in the day, go out and get this guy. And he got Amon-Ra St. Brown in the 4th round. And we all know what Tom Brady became, and he was drafted in the 6th round. So I believe in Brad Holmes. The best thing Brad Holmes does is draft. That's his specialty. So, yes, I'm on board, Bray.
Yes. I can truly say that I believed in the draft this year. Look, depth isn't sexy. Offensive linemen aren't sexy. 335 pounds, 3 techniques, they aren't sexy. I don't necessarily agree with the move to move up 2 picks. Trade 2 picks to move up for Tesla, but we will see what he is. I believe there is something there, so we'll see. Maz hit the nail on the head. So far, Brad Holmes has not left us anything to question in terms of the draft. Last year is still up for review. But I'm going to say I believe in the draft because depth is what killed you last year. So I believe in it.
All right.
I truly believe in it. Here we go. Number 2, can you say the Lions are still the number 2 team in the NFC?
I cannot. Okay.
Got you with that one.
Yes, I do believe the Lions are the 2nd best team in the NFC. I know Washington beat them. I know Washington's coming. I don't think Washington is there yet.
Yeah.
I would say the Eagles are absolutely number 1 in the NFC, and the Lions are right on their heels at number 2. A healthy Detroit Lions team. I would have loved to have seen them play Philadelphia last year, and maybe we'll see it this year.
Tom Aswell, same question.
I can't argue with that. They are for sure the number 2 or possibly the number 1 team because the Philadelphia Eagles, they're the Super Bowl champs a couple times now. They're great, no question. But can they repeat again? It's hard to repeat. Chiefs did it. Eagles lost a lot of players off that Super Bowl team. The Lions gained a lot of players back. They were decimated last year, and they won 15 games. They can't be less than number 2, right?
And can I just say this? Maz, you're an NFC East guy.
Absolutely.
I don't think has it been 20 years since the team has repeated
correct.
division champs?
20 years and counting.
I mean, if you're just going on history, right? If you're just purely going on history, Washington's going to win that division.
Possibly.
So Philadelphia is going to have to go to Washington.
Giants might win it.
Probably not.
Okay.
But maybe.
This is true. If the Washington Commanders win, that means they could be 13 and Eagles could be 12. Lions could be 11 wins. So still, yes, I think they still are the number 2 team. As much as you want to say Jaden Daniels, which I think is going to have an amazing career, Matt Stafford, $44 million for this season. They're locked and loaded out there. Sean McVay is excited. But the Lions are the team, man. This identity that they still have in place, I still like the Lions. So, yes, they still are the number 2 team in the NFC, respectfully. Number 3, can you say, Aidan is spelled wrong, but can you say Aidan will pick up where he left off? Pete.
Yes.
Can you say Aidan will pick up where he left off?
Well, according to Dr. Pierce, because I listened to the man, the myth, the legend, it's going to take a little bit. So I'm going to say no because he's going to still be in the recovery process, according to Dr. Pierce. So I'm going to say no, actually.
To your best friend, I turn. What do you say, Maz?
I say yes.
Okay.
And I believe what I'm watching him do is amazing.
Yeah.
His leg, it looked like a rag doll's leg, snapped in 2 different places in his leg. And here he is running, working out, way ahead of schedule, if you ask me. He truly believed if they made the Super Bowl, he could have made an appearance. I doubt that, but that's okay. That's in the past. They didn't make it. I believe he comes right back and looks like the guy that was attacking Dak Prescott that fateful week in Dallas.
Can I ask you a question, Maz?
Yeah.
Before he got injured, how many defensive ends do you think were better than Aidan Hutchinson? What was Aidan, a top 3 guy, top 5 guy, top 10 guy?
Yeah.
Where was he?
He's top 5 guy. Top 5 guy.
Who would be in front of him? Off the top of your head, even if it's 1 or 2 players. Garrett and Crosby.
Yeah,
and
Garrett,
who else?
Crosby, and Hendrickson.
TJ,
Those are the top 3.
and
TJ Watt, that's number 4.
Okay.
There's 4 right there.
So you think
Good call.
Hendrickson's better than...
Well, he 17 and a half
Okay,
sacks.
fair enough.
2 years
Back-to-back
in a row.
years.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years.
Okay, so top 5 guy.
Absolutely.
Can he play top 5? That's really the question. Can I say that Aidan Hutchinson will be a top 5 player, let's just say the first half of the year? And I can't say that. I think it's going to take him some time. I think it's going to take him some time to get into football shape. I think it's going to take him some time to get his mind right.
Yeah.
Bradley, you came off an ACL injury. You came off injuries. You know what it's like to take that first hit, to take that first pop, to have your leg rolled up on as, you know, maybe you're blocking downfield.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that stuff does matter, does it not?
It definitely does, especially when you're dealing with the ligaments, because it's really about the trust. It's about the comfortability and the mental. All right, bet I know I'm good. I know I had the surgery. But do I really trust if I jump up and land that my knee won't give out? Do I really trust that when I break, my knee won't give out? But that's ligaments. He did bone. I'm going to say he picks up where he leaves off. He got injured early in the year in October. We talk about this. There's a lot of time left before he even starts the season. I think the leadership that he does, I think the work ethic, I think he increases the level of the locker room by just being on the field and being in there. So I'd say he does pick up where he leaves off. He may not have 4.5 sacks in game 2, but he'll pick off where he left off.
Remember, he was hurt in Michigan, and he came back and played like a beast. This guy is a different kind of animal. Dr. Pierce said it from day one. He's different. This guy does not take a back seat to anyone. He's not going to let his leg bother him. Will it be in his head a little? The first hit or 2? For sure. And I'll be nervous as hell when I see someone chop him. But I believe he'll be right back to where he is. Give him a game.
Fair enough.
Do me a favor, Pete.
Sure. You want me to go?
Let's do this last one and then switch to
You got
Pistons.
it, buddy.
Last one. I'm going to go to you, Ricky. Can you say that Jameson Williams was a missed pick?
No. I think we talked about this before. I don't think
This
so.
is true, but I threw it on there again. I worded it different. But
I mean, I can see how this could be a question because of the off-field stuff. Some of the on-field stuff, obviously. But no, I don't think he is. I think we still have yet to see 100% what he can do. I think he can benefit us in the long run.
Maz, what I originally typed on here was he a misused pick?
Oh.
So can you say that Jameson Williams was a misused pick by Brad Holmes? Remember, he moved up 20 picks to draft an individual that was 20 years old, was coming off an ACL injury, and since he's been here, I'm giving you hindsight, because since he's been here, things have happened, blah, blah, blah. You have hindsight in your favor. Was he a misused pick?
No, he was not. This is a guy that Brad locked in on, went and got. Just like Isaac Tesla, except that was the 6th round. This is the 1st round. When he sets his sights on somebody, he doesn't want anyone else to have him. And he moved up, and I completely forgot what we even gave up to move up to that number 1. It was quite a number of picks, I'm pretty sure. But to have him here and to see him go forward, he's getting better every year. I don't know what more we could ask out of him, except just don't be a knucklehead. That's all I could say.
Ryan Ermanni.
I think this guy's brilliant. I think he is as good as advertised, and I think he's going to be better this year than he was a year ago. He was better this year than he was last year. I think it continues to go from there. I mean, the guy is just flat out solid and a superstar in the making. He's a $35 million wide receiver, whether he gets that with the Lions or somebody else. And if you're among the highest paid at your position, you're not a missed pick. I don't think. Like, you get that contract,
Right.
second time around, you're not a missed pick. No.
I'm going to say it was a misused pick so far. I'm going to say it was a misused pick. You look at what he did year one, he didn't play because he was injured, and we knew that. What happened in year two? The gambling situation. He misses another 4 games and didn't play. And then last year, he was much better, but still had some things off there. Now, I lobby for him. I always lobby for him. But I think it was a misused pick up to this